About a month from now, Title 42 will be repealed. The U.S. is expected to see an influx of migrants at the border. In March, more than 7,000 migrants crossed the border a day. That is 220,000 in just 1 month. DHS estimates when Title 42 ends, it could jump to 12 to 18,000 per day. Think about that. So states like Texas are taking matters into their own hands, gearing up for this influx. Arizona as well. Just yesterday, Governor Doug Ducey announced the formation of the American Governors Border Strike Force. A group of 26 Republican governors are launching a partnership to protect our border. They will all share intelligence aimed at tracking the cartels, fight human smuggling, basically a coordinated effort to take down the cartels. And to talk more about the border security crisis, I want to bring in Sheriff Mark Lamb from Pinal County, Arizona. Sheriff, welcome to the show. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you, Stella. Appreciate you having me on.
Of course. Sheriff, I've lived in Arizona. I lived there for many years. I know Pinal County. It's not right on the border, but I know you're not exempt from this border crisis. Have you seen anything like this in all of your years as a sheriff?
No, this is the worst it's ever been. It was bad under Obama. We saw a huge decrease in this, and it was much better under President Trump. His policies were working. And then overnight it switched on January 20th of last year when this administration came into office. And it's as bad as we've ever seen it, not just for the human beings, but also for the dangerous drugs like methamphetamine and fentanyl, which we're seeing coming in at unprecedented rates.
It's horrible. You know, what's sad about all of this is it's a self-inflicted problem, right? We're letting so many people into our country. How are you gearing up for this influx? I know you're preparing.
Well, we've been working hard every day with this. The influx is not just happening to us. We've been dealing with this for a while. We have pursuits almost every night, groups coming through our deserts almost every night. This has been a huge problem for us. But what we're doing is we're working with the governor's office. I know the governor's office is really ramping up what they're going to do. We're going to really work together, not only as the state of Arizona and agencies here, but agencies across this country, because this is an America problem. And I think that's what a lot of Americans fail to understand. They think, poor Arizona, poor Texas. No. What happens in our backyard today will be in your front yard tomorrow, whether it's people that are being trafficked or the drugs like fentanyl being trafficked. It's going to make its way throughout America, and most of that product is designed for anywhere outside of Arizona and Texas.
Yeah, the 10 freeway is very popular. Also, the 40, Sheriff, the new strike force Governor Ducey talked about yesterday includes tracking the cartels through their routes, which includes the 10 freeway, and Pinal County covers some of that. Are you guys going to be doing anything different as far as the freeways are concerned?
Well, we've got 4 canines that are completely dedicated to interdiction on the I-10 freeway. One of our guys a month or two ago had 7 traffic stops in one shift. All 7 of them were human load vehicles. We average 2 or 3 a night at least. And that doesn't even begin to talk about the drugs that are coming through. We stopped a car the other day that ran from us. We used stop sticks. It crashed on the side of the freeway. 3 people shot out of it. When we were trying to deal with them, the truck actually caught the brush on fire. We went back to the truck to try to address that. We heard 3 people locked in the bed of the Chevy Avalanche truck. Fortunately, we were able to get them out and save those people. But this is what we deal with on a daily basis. And I think most of America doesn't realize how dangerous this is to this country.
Yeah, they don't understand because they're not so close to the border. You know, there have been 300,000 known gotaways in just the last 6 months. The Biden administration, they know this. Why they're not stopping it is just mind-boggling, not to mention this is a big business for the cartels.
Yeah, it's not just the gotaways, Stella. We're talking about the fentanyl. It is the leading cause of death for people between 18 and 45 years old, Americans, civilian Americans. That's the leading cause of death. This administration knows exactly where those drugs are coming from, and they're failing to do anything about it. That's the problem with removing Title 42 is they have no plan in place. Look, Title 42 is temporary. It's a COVID issue, and I want to see COVID go away more than anybody. But it's all the Border Patrol has left to deal with these people that are coming across and the drugs that are coming across. And that's why as sheriffs, we're standing up. The states are standing up, and hopefully your listeners will come support us at protectamericanow.com. Stand with us, the sheriffs, as we fight the battle that the federal government has completely abandoned us on.
Yeah, even Kyrsten Sinema is against this as well. She wants a plan. Sheriff, whether it's defunding the police or accusing border agents of misconduct, our administration is very quick to denounce law enforcement, but they won't even apologize to the border agents who are accused of whipping migrants. By the way, they were just cleared. What do you have to say about that?
Well, I'm not surprised because these folks are not America first people. You know, those Border Patrol agents were doing their job. They should have got a kudos, not had just lambasted in the mainstream media. Shame on our government for not standing behind them. They were doing their job and they were doing it well. It doesn't surprise me that there's no apology. They don't apologize to the American people for anything. Had those been illegals on the horses whipping Americans, they would have apologized all day long. That's the problem with this administration, and Americans are seeing it. And I think you're going to see it in the polls this year. We're going to go back to an America first country where we want elected officials who will put America first and the American people first.
Biden not listening to the pleas from members of his own party. Sheriff Mark Lamb, thank you so much for joining us. Anything else you'd like to add before we wrap up?
No, we still live in the greatest country in the world. That's why so many people want to come here. So don't listen to the mainstream media and don't listen to the politicians. America's still the best country in the world, and we're going to do what we have to do to protect it.
And watch One America News.
That's right. And watch One America News. Thank you, Stella.
Sheriff Lamb, good to see you. Thank you for joining us here on One America News.
Thank you. God bless.